and you got to get on the phone. You got to get your 6 appointments a day minimum, 4 days a week, and you got to do that every day. And they said, well, man, I'm not a salesperson. I said, that's perfect, because we don't have to sell anything. I said, you just need to get on there and get the presentation down and make sure you have your 24 appointments every single week and don't miss it. Like Danny Valdez yesterday. Everyone's like, man, that Danny Valdez is crazy what he's doing. He has no prior sales experience. He didn't know any better but just to do what we do, right? And that's what I told this person. I was giving an example of Danny. I said, they didn't know any better. Danny didn't know any better but just go follow the steps.
Yeah.
And the people that win are the ones who just commit to that.
Yeah.
And I know there are a lot of people out there right now that are afraid of the unknown. What's going to happen when I get on the appointment? Who cares? Just do it.
Yeah.
Just follow our presentation and go through the video, just like Noelle goes through her appointment video. Go through that thing, take notes, Mike Hall, and just do it over and over and over as fast as you can to get the reps in so that you gain the experience. You don't have to have sales experience here. Matter of fact, it's better if you don't.
That's right.
Just go through, and like Connor said, just love on people, go through the presentation so you make sure that you're properly helping the client, and just do it over and over and over. And like Matt said, you can make millions of dollars.
Yes.
Even if it's over the next 10 years. If you just have that income that you control 100%. Matter of fact, Nick, the person I was talking to was a wealth advisor for a big bank. I said, man, why are you looking? Says, my hours keep going up. The things they put on my plate keeps increasing, and my pay keeps going down. And my bonus is a moving target. And I just can't do it anymore. I'm trying to establish a family. My wife and I got married a little over a year ago. We want to plan to have, 3-4 kids. And I don't feel like I can do that in my career today because my income is a moving target.
Yeah.
I need something I can control. So I was going through the expectation of making it very clear that you got to do 24 appointments a week. And when you get on there, listen, just go through the steps exactly the way we do it. I said, he said, what do most people have challenges with? I said, just following the steps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Committing the steps and doing the work.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because it blows people's mind that it really is that simple. Yep. If you haven't listened to Barry's podcast, go listen to it. In your downtime, in your leisure time, instead of watching Netflix, instead of scrolling through your phone, go listen to that podcast. Barry is going to be doing a weekly podcast that he is going to be teaching us how to separate ourselves. This company is about to separate from the rest of the industry. Make no mistake about it, right? It's about to completely separate ourselves from the rest of the industry because we got excellence. We got excellence in leadership. We got excellence in our resources. This company is about to separate, but we've got to focus on each and every day being intentional. Rumbo says this on our call. The first thing he said, the purpose of this call is to help you get better, right? That's an intentional comment. Purpose means intent, right? You got to really make a big impact, you got to be intentional. You got to focus. Think about anything you've ever done before. If you really focused on it, you got to it, right? Focus on what you want to do in this business, right? Have that mental picture, and that focus is 6 appointments a day. 6 appointments a day, 24 appointments a week over the course of 90 days, right? And then all of a sudden, magically, your buddy's going to hear about what you're doing. Then his buddy's going to hear about what you're doing. All of a sudden, you're going to wake up, you got 5 people on your team that you're plugging into this call every single day, right? And then those 5 are going to turn into 10, right? And then all of a sudden, you're going to start developing yourself. I'm a leader, right? I'm stepping out. I'm validating the model. I'm a leader all of a sudden, right? You're going to start getting recognized as a leader, right? And I'm telling you guys, this company's about to separate, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's evolving. The new Equus is evolving, and Barry's podcast is part of that direction that we're evolving to, that new level that we're going to taking the company to. We've been here. We laid the foundation, right? All the technology, the infrastructure that's been worked on. It was like we knew what the purpose was, but you said it when we launched this thing right on November 1st. You said all that stuff that foundation was laid for what we're about to do right now. And it truly is. So go listen to Barry's podcast if you're wanting to build an agency of virtual agents. Think about that, an agency of virtual agents. that wealth advisor, he said, blowing his mind, because he said, man, we have people all over on these branches across the country. And he said, it's crazy to think that you could go build a business, especially an agency of any kind, that's virtual across the country. And yeah, he was pretty pumped about it, man. He said, totally different world, man. He said, but I can see where I can control my future.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, you can. You got to make the commitment, and you have to do the work and get your 24 appointments a week and follow the system exactly the way we do it, and you can do it. He kept saying, okay, but why do people why are people that maybe left their job, why do they not make it? I went back to it. I said, hey, I told you a second ago. It's because they've not committed to the process and decided that this is their last stop. And they're going to commit every day to getting their 6 appointments. That's the only difference. They got this thing at their hands where they can make all this money, and they're not grabbing it and taking advantage of it like they would going out and spending money on high education. I don't know, man. It just boggles me, man. I'm just at a loss for words after I was just thinking about my conversation with that guy, because he's that guy. I saw myself in him, thinking, Mike Hall, I had this professional career that he went after. He got an incredible education, a master's degree in finance, and he said, man, I've been doing it for a year and a half, and this is not the life I thought it was going to be. He said, this is not it. He said, I've lost control of my life, I feel like, at this point. And I want an opportunity to get it back. And I said, dude, you got to do the work, but it's all up to you, man. So it's just exciting, man. I just us sitting here talking, I'm just going through that interview again and thinking about that guy, man, where he's at right now, and the opportunity he has if he just goes for it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk to Kyle Titus. I want you to talk. So tell us. Let's get Kyle on and talk to us a little bit about Kyle. You told me that he's been beating up the older leads. He's been doing it for a while. He's been doing the Charlie Robinson, trying to squeeze everything out of it. So Nick, tee this one up for us.
Yeah, so Kyle is an ex, what they call group benefits sales guy. He was with a company, and he was having to drum up his own business. And we've known Kyle since he was 5 years old, and he came to me and JB, and he saw what we were doing, and it was a good opportunity for him. He's got a young boy at home. His wife has a really good job, and Kyle has been, over the last 6, 7, 8 months, just grinding it out on B's and C's and D's. And we've been pushing Kyle, right, for lack of a better word, to get on that standing A-lead order. So he got on 10, right? He got on 10. We said, Kyle, we got to push. And so he's been hearing on the call, you got to get to 1,000 a week. So last week he made the decision that, hey, I'm going to get on $1,000 a week in leads. And I think it was a little rollover from his previous leads. So he got 26 A-leads from Thursday to Saturday. So 26 A-leads. So he told me first thing that Monday morning, he got 26 A-leads. And Kyle, kind of share with the team your experience about booking your A-lead appointments versus grinding it out on the B's and C's and D's, and how your first day went having a full stack of A-leads.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Yeah, it was a lot different experience than the days that I was doing the B's and C's. And so I got the 20. I ended up getting 26 in. I'd set the number for 20. I had 26 come in. So started sending out texts yesterday morning at about 8:15, 8:30 Eastern time. Ended up having 9 appointments booked yesterday by the end of this call yesterday. I sat on 5, had 3 rescheduled, 1 no-show, and right now I'm sitting right at about 4,600 for the week. Nick and JB both.
I gotta stand up, Michael. I'm just fired up this morning, man. I was I need to go walk down the hallway or something, because it's just right there. It's what we say it every day, man.
It was, Nick and JB even said it after the call yesterday. They said, what are you going to, now you got time to do, go to the gym, take care of chores at home, do other things that, can be done at that point in time, to be able to come back, focus. And, they talk about it all the time about how their energy is up. They're able to go into their appointments in the afternoon, they're booked and they're ready. The energy's there. And, there was a lot of times the days that I've been here, I go out into the lounge sometimes because I'm tired of texting from my office chair. So I go sit out there and I'll be texting in the afternoon while they're ready and running appointments. So, but it's still the same thing what everybody talks about on this call. Just because you get the leads doesn't mean it's just going to happen. You know, you gotta work. And I tell Nick that all the time. I know you gotta show up and work and do exactly what is said on this call over and over and over.
And here's the thing, Rumbo, with Kyle, he is a workhorse. He has a really good presentation. And me and JB have been pushing him. That goes back to what I was saying earlier, is like, you have to decide yourself. It's right here. You got to decide that this is what's going to be my decision going forward. Kyle Titus had to decide. He hears Nick and JB. He sees us every week, right? We write what we write. But he had to decide, I've got to go to 1,000 a week in leads. When he made that decision, boom, the whole world opened up to him because he's a workhorse. He knows what he's doing. He's developed himself. He knows what he's doing. And it's Tuesday. He's at $4,600, right? $4,600 on Tuesday. So, Kyle, we're proud of you, man. And this is a good encouragement for everybody on the call. You validated what we've been teaching. Week 1, week 2, grind it out on B's, C's, and D's. $500 investment. Week 3, $1,000. You got to go week 3, $1,000. It's going to push you out of your comfort zone. It's going to allow you to have a little bit higher success on those A's, right? B's, C's, and D's aren't for somebody that's fully. Matt Dubner is not going to grind it down on B's, C's, and D's. He's a stud. He needs to be working all A's. Develop yourself, right? Be a savant. Watch those videos over and over and over again. Mimic everything Noel says. Watch the breakdown video, right? Get better, and all of a sudden you're going to evolve into an elite producer, but by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and getting on those $1,000 A leads a week.
Yeah, it's what Kyle did was he grinded it out on the old leads, just like everyone starts off, right? But then he got to that point where this week he bought himself time. He bought himself time. So he's not sitting there all day wearing his energy down now up until his first appointment starts, and in between his appointments still texting to fill a schedule in. Might call he bought himself time. And so now he goes into it with this energy in the afternoon, and he's better on his appointments and his presentation because his energy is at a different level. He's not going into it thinking, man, I'm already worn out, man. I just got to get through this. See, he's going into it refreshed and ready to go because he was able to take that break in between because he bought himself time. So, guys, listen to that. What he did was started off on B's, C's, and D's, grinding it out, making some sales, putting the reps in, getting the experience, and then, boom, Nick said it's time to go to A-leads, man. It's time for you to quit sitting out there in the lobby till 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, still texting to get your appointments. You need to be fresh going into your appointments and take this thing to another level. And so what he did was he invested in his A-leads. He upped his investment, got A-leads, booked his appointments up. By the time he got off the coaching session, his appointments were set. And now he's got that time in between to be fresh, get his mind right, go over the presentation, watch Noel's video, and be ready because that's money time, right? Setting the appointments, you got them set up. Now it's money time. That's the presentation part. Proud of you, man. Good job.
Awesome.
Another example, buddy. Thank you, man. Hey, let's bring on JB, Jonathan Burns. Great job, Kyle. Jonathan Burns. So here's what I want to know. I got some texts, and they said, hey, is that the Jonathan Burns? Like Nick Burns' brother broke 14,000 last week? So, JB, so what did you do differently last week than you've done in the past? And you've written 10K in the past, but it hasn't been consistent. I know you're running a bunch of the back end of the agency right now with the agents and onboarding and getting people going. What did you do differently last week than you've done in the past? Because this is probably your biggest week so far. Is that right? 14K?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I appreciate you having me on. I found out I was going to be on the call when I got a notification from Facebook, so I appreciate that. I got my sits in for the week, and Nick and I, we're heavily involved in our community. I'm a community coach at the high school, so fall I do workouts in the mornings with the high school team. January to second week of April, I'm kind of like 3 to 10 o'clock. I have baseball. Well, the leads rolled over from when we were in Charlotte, And I told Nick, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done with baseball. Like, varsity's going on. I can go when I want to, but I need to earn my way to go to varsity. So I finally got committed to get my over 24, and I did. And Nick could tell you, I don't get 24. Like, you see my numbers, they're not flashy because I personally do not get my 24. I'm guilty of that, but I've had some obligations that I've had to attend to, right?
Right.
And so I got my 24. Matter of fact, I did 26 sits. I did 26 sits. So I got my numbers in. Now, I have a skill set that I've developed over the years. I know how to deal with clients. But Nick, I tell you, after Monday, I was pissed off. I had like 8 appointments, maybe 9 that day. No, I had 8. I was pissed off. I'm like, man, what the heck? Like, I suck. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I thought I was going to write 4K this week. And then the next day I had 10 fired up. I think I sat on 6 and only wrote 2 apps. I told Nick, I was like, man, I'm like this close. Dude, I should be over 10K after Tuesday. I was like, dude, I should be over 10K. And then, you know, I wind up, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, I slipped into a big lick. You know, and the thing is with that big lick, I'll tell you about that case, was it was a $489,000 mortgage, 62, 63-year-old man, retired Navy, didn't have any benefits, wanted to leave some money for his wife. His wife gets on the call. I swear she's been on this call every day. She goes, I just need to have options. I want to make sure I have enough time to where I don't have to leave the house, that I have options, maybe a year, 2 years. I'm like this is a home run, knock in the park, like slam dunk, right? So I showed him $35,000 for 1 year's worth of house payments. He's like, that's not enough. Showed him a year and a half, 50, not enough. Showed him 75. He goes, what's $150? So I knew he could afford it after he saw the prices as we started going up, right? So wound up writing him a base Alliance UL with GPM UL product, base of $25,000 with a decrease in mortgage term rider for $250,000. He's like, yep, that's it. You heard him. I mean, Nick just happened to walk in. Nick could do that every now and then when I'm on a call, and he'd be like, you want to call? And be like kind of give him the look, like, yeah, we're on camera, you know? So he just happened to record at the right time. But it was activity to me. I was able to get my activity. If you see my numbers go up, it's because I put the activity in. If you don't see my numbers, you're like, JB didn't work this week, right? And that's an testament to I have that skill set. And Kyle will tell you he developed his skill set. Like, he developed his skill set. But I'll tell you what Kyle did, okay? Even though Kyle has that skill set, when he got done with his appointments that were made, guess what he was doing? I heard him in there. He was watching Noel's video.
Yes.
He was watching. He was watching Noel's video because he was getting ready. He was staying in game mode, getting ready for that appointment. So,
good job. Yeah, Jay, if you haven't seen that video, it's on the community page. Nick posted it, and it's literally JB sitting at his desk talking to the client. He's got him on speaker. He's going through the options, and the guy goes, that one. And I think it was $503 a month or something like that. And then JB goes, hey, grab your driver's license. Let's get you approved. That's how you transitioned also. I get a lot of questions about how do you transition to the e-app? It's textbook what JB does in that video as well. Just listen to the video. He doesn't say anything else when the guy goes, yeah, that's the one. He goes, okay, great. Grab your driver's license. Let's get you approved. He just goes right, he just transitions right into the app, right? No other talking about it. The guy selected it. Now it's time to get him approved.
Your presentation stays the same on a $30 app or $500 app. It's the same presentation every single time. Every time it's the same presentation. And like JB said, you're going to run into them, right? Your bat's going to find the ball, right? And the wind's going to be blowing right, and it's going to go out of the park. But you just want singles and doubles. Singles and doubles all day long, right? But every once in a while, you'll run into that home run because the stars will align. But the stars aren't going to align unless you're getting your 6 a day. Get your 6 a day, get your 24 a week, and the rest will shake itself out.
Yeah, that's the thing about this call is, you know, years ago I was at a restaurant in Nashville. It was an aquarium restaurant right there by Opry Mills. And there was this big fish swimming in the aquarium. And I heard a guy come over and he was talking to me and he said, that fish can get the size of a Volkswagen Bug. He said, but that fish is limited in growth because of his environment. Okay. Our environment back in Final Expense was we never had anybody write over $15,000, $20,000 a week, right? Our environment now, because the power of association that we're in with this call, 555 people now, our environment is opening up and we're able to do more. We're able to grow as leaders, grow as, professionals and everything. So I looked it up. I'm like, can fish really not grow? Do they really grow to the size of their tank? And you look it up and it says it's a myth. But there's scientific proof behind it. Is because there's toxins that the fish leaves in the water and it doesn't filter enough. So those toxins stunts its growth by not being able to get older. Okay. Think about that. When you're alone and you decide you don't want to get on this call and you're like, I can do this. I know what I'm doing. And you have that ego, that pride. It's like, I can do this. What happens is you're stunning your ability to grow as a person. Nick could tell you, dude, we were doing a lot of business and we didn't even have a conference call because we thought we had it going on. We had somebody present to us, hey, you need to implement this flip chart. You need to implement this way of selling. And we were like, we know how to sell. We don't need to do that, right? It wasn't until this time last year, Nick and I bought in and we're like, coaching call, let's power of association, let's group up with these people. And I tell you, it's really taken our business, not only our business, but really our leadership to a whole nother level because of the power of this call that we do every day.
No question about it. Hey, with your questions that are coming in, we're going to have, we're about to bring Barry on to do monthly recognition. We're going to hit all the questions tomorrow. I just saved the chat. So make sure that you're on tomorrow. Make sure you're on every day. Don't miss it. I'm telling you, don't miss it. When you talk to people, I was talking to a couple people yesterday, Nick, and just like we always say, you can tell if they're in the game or not.
Yeah.
By the questions they ask. And I could tell this one person I was talking to was not in the game. I said, you're not on the call every day, are you? And they go, why do you say that? I go, because I can tell by the questions you're asking. We talk about that all the time.
Yeah.
And they said, well, I go, that's it. Be on here every day. Every day. We got people that have full-time jobs that are listening right now. I guarantee you, I haven't looked. I bet Coach Mosley's on right now, and he's in the classroom. He put the kids to work, said, here's your assignment, so that he can jump on here, right? Gets him to work, Mike. He's got that thing timed down. Go, here's your assignment. Let's get busy. And he puts the earbud in and gets on here, right? He's a gym rat. And that's why he's having the success he's having. JB, great job, man. Hey, listen, JB said, no secret about it. I put the activity in, and then the numbers came. And don't get emotional about your numbers from day to day. Like JB was saying, I should be at 10K already. Well, look where he ended, over 14,000, because he just kept following the process and putting the activity in and getting his numbers. Get your 6 a day. Anything less than 6, if you're brand new, I know a lot of brand new people, so I see the chats coming in. If you're full time, don't have a day where you have less than 6. Don't say, I got 3, I don't know what I'm doing, I got to get ready for them. It's going to end badly. You're going to have a bad taste in your mouth and a bad experience because 3 a day doesn't work. You need 6 to give yourself a shot. It's 6 appointments. Go through the information with 4 on average. On average, you're going to write 2 apps a day. Some days may be 0, like JB's talking about. Then you'll have days where you write 4 or 5 apps. But if you do 24, as your skill set develops, you'll set on 16 mic call, you write 8 apps. That's the way the system was built. Those are the numbers. They haven't changed. Haven't changed. Okay. Thanks, JB. Thanks, Nick. Hey, let's bring on our president and CEO, head coach, Mr. Barry Clarkson, and vice president of agency development, Mr. Rob Jones. I think he's in Ohio this week, Mike. Hey, Barry, how are you, buddy?
Okay, good morning out there, Equus Nation. Scott and Nick and JB, the team. Man, do you ever motivate me? You know, I was having a conversation before the call with one of our leaders this morning, and this call reminds me of what we were talking about, and what we were in discussion about is this business of winning. And, you know, this business of winning, it's never a smooth, flat asphalt road, right? I mean, it is bumpy. It's a dirt road, right, Rob? I mean, a lot of times it's mud and it's sand. And it's what separates so many people from all of the incredible, rewards for you that have that internal tenacity, right? To show up every day on a coaching call and to work hard to perfect your skill. But I find that winners, I find that leaders are just dead gum sponges, right? They're always out there seeking that little golden nugget that's going to move them one step closer to success, right? It's what I love about our Equus community, is that, the journey is a fight. And I know I talk a lot about that, but I see so many talented people. They're good looking. They look good. They smell dead gum good, right? I mean, they've got all of the outside characteristics of what a winner looks like. But so many people, right, they got a dead gum heart about the size of that, right? About the half, well, maybe the eraser top of a number 2 pencil. And man, this is tough stuff, right? And I just love JB. You're talking about decisions today, right? This isn't rocket science, right? We're not splitting molecules here, but it's all about our decision making. What's important? What's not important? Prioritizing, right? And it doesn't mean, I want to tell you something. I'm not a believer, and I said this on the first conference call, that Equus needs to be your life. I don't believe that, right? I don't think it needs to be your identity, right? It's an opportunity to go out there, and when it's showtime, it's dead gum showtime, right? And see, here's the beautiful part about showtime. When it's over, you can get it off your mind and go do something else, right? Whether that's an activity, or whether it's working out, or playing golf, whether it's spending time with your wife or your husband or your children. I love that, right? It pleases me to see so many of you that make enough money to go out there and take a great vacation and enjoy your family. Right? That's the reason we do what we do, man. And I think that is a wonderful thing. But when it's time to get in between those 2 goalposts, then it's time to get after it. And that's what this is all about. I am so proud of each of you and our march. Let me just take a moment before I turn this deal over to Rob, and we recognize our dead gum studs, right? And studettes for March. In my mind, March by far, I don't even think it was a close second, was the best month that Equus has ever had if you look in all categories. Rob, it was probably our number 1 month also in production, but I think production is nothing but a byproduct of doing the right things, right? So I don't think a lot about production. I think about the daily coaching call. I think about scheduling appointments. I think about preparing your mind every morning. If you do those things, making money, helping clients, production, all of that's byproducts of just being strong fundamentally. The other thing, our daily engagement, and I like giving some of this statistics out because I'm a numbers freak. I'm weird that way. But I want to know where I am all the time, right? I always think it's the little things in business and in life that will sneak up and kill you. I don't want to do anything catastrophic. So I always like I want to know where I'm at every day. Even sometimes it's not fun to know where I'm at every day. I want to know where I'm at. So it's in front of me and I can go out there and improve. I looked at last fall this morning, kind of, that October, November, December timeframe. And we were averaging about 131, 32, 33 writers in our business every day, right? Somebody that submitted an application every day. This daily coaching call obviously started November 1. And, it seems like in some ways yesterday, now Rumbo and Burns and Connor and some of the guys, they may say, man, I feel like I've been doing this for 15 years. But for us participants in Patreons, right, that have the opportunity to get on and be a part of it, seems like yesterday. So that 131 number, I mean, I want you to listen to this. See, this is leadership stuff right here. In February, that number moved up to daily engagement to 172, right? 131, 132 to 172 in just a couple of months. In March, it moved up to the low 180s. And oh, by the way, we were averaging 2 days, I think, every week in the month of March that we moved up to 193, 194, 196. And that is big time stuff. I was writing a couple of emails yesterday congratulating people on their monthly bonuses that they're going to have deposited in the accounts. I think on the 15th of each month is when you get your money. And I was thinking about, Rob, we had this dream when we came out with their monthly bonus program, right? It's just something about, I don't care if it's $100. If it's a bonus, it just feels different than your commission account. And we started thinking about what that would look like. And I remember early on saying, man, one day, we're going to pay out $100,000 in a month in bonuses to our people, right? We're going to be on a $1.2 million run rate. And I made I think I made a point to our equity bonus recipients that this is the most special time in the world, because what we planned on and what we dreamt about and what we put in place 5 or 6 years ago is happening right before our eyes today, right? Our level 1, listen to this crowd, right? Our level 1 equity bonus check was over $16,000 for a bonus, right? Now, I'm not talking about somebody out here running $1 million a month in premium. I'm talking about somebody that's got maybe 25 or 30 or 35 people in their agency. Now, not only did they go make a bunch of money, they got a $16,000 bonus check. Man, Rob, I don't even talk about what I would have done for $16,000 a month bonus as I was building my company. You'd be surprised how many of our leaders hit the triple bonus in March, and their bonus, okay? Their bonus, no chargebacks on it, get it every 30 days, was over $50,000. Which just blows my mind, because we paid out just under $500,000 in the month of March. And I was thinking that is a $6 million. Let me say that again. $6 million run rate above commissions that we're paying out in bonuses every 30 days now. And I got to tell you this, I look at our trajectory, right? Now, if all of a sudden we'll remember our last core value, we'll remember humility, we won't think we've arrived and we've made it. See, here's when you've arrived. When you've arrived is when you're 100% totally financially independent, and we're not going to ease up. We're not going to ease up until everybody's debt free and everybody's on that road to financial total independence. where you never have to think about bills and money again, okay? Now, if you want to go drive a nice car, live in a big house, and do all that stuff, that's totally up to you. I don't care nothing about none of that stuff, right? Now, I know you do. And I think it's important to celebrate what turns you on, right? But my goal is to make sure that you're creating a dynasty, a legacy, for you and your loved ones and those chillins out there and their grandchildrens, right? That's what this is for. And that motivates me to get up every morning, go to work, get after it. I see that same intensity in a number of their leaders right now. I don't see it in all of them, but I see it in a bunch of them. I see it in enough of them to go make a big difference as we keep growing this jewel called Equus Financial. And I love it. So, it's happening, man. You know what? We don't have to stop and smell the roses too long, but have an awareness. I've got a regional manager call at 11:15, and I won't plan on saying this to you, but I'm going to say it to the whole company. We may not be perfect, but we don't set many goals that we don't hit, right? We just had Scott Rumbo and Eric Valdez become integrity partners. This company called Equus and their CEO mentality has now produced 5 of those dudes, right? We need some dudettes, right? We got 5 of them. They're eating too many integrity partners, and that's a big company that's got 5. My prediction is we're going to have 4 more by the end of the year, and we're going to be at 9, okay? Because I want you to understand something. This is a CEO factory. That's what we do. We are a factory. And that's what you're witnessing and you get to see every morning on the daily coaching call, right? And so I love our success. I love our tenacity. I love our fight as a company. And, let's be thankful for us as an organization, as a team, because we're pretty good when we're together. I'm not much by myself. I'll go ahead and admit to that. But you put me and you and the whole deal together, we are a force in the marketplace to be reckoned with. So, Mr. Jones, with that, sir, I am going to let you kick off our favorite time of the month, and that is recognizing our leaders. So the show be yours, my friend.
Well, thank you, Barry. Hey, when you were talking about the equity bonus, Mike Hall, I think, was about to start dancing around his office over there. It was distracting watching how fired up he was. Hey, I do have to say, man, every chance I get, I want to thank you, Scott Rumbo, and all the other leaders, JB, Nick, all of you for your leadership and what this call means to so many people. And the success that's being produced from everybody plugging in every day has just been absolutely exceptional. So, man, I love this time of month. Barry talked about it. We love getting on here and recognizing the men and women that show up on this call, right, every single day. And they're producing results, right? That's what we get paid to do. We get paid to produce results. So I want to start off and recognize our top producers, personal producers for the month of March. I'm going to start with number 25, which is Miss Wendy Baxter. Great month to you, Wendy. $22,888 in premium. Number 24 for the month was Mr. Darren Willis, with $24,221 in premium.
Something's wrong.
Something's wrong. All right. I'll just read them as they pop up on the screen if y'all want to keep them coming in. Number 25, Eric Miller. Sorry about that, buddy. Great month. $27,597. Number 24, Mr. David Crocker. David, it was good to see you at the meeting in Charlotte. $27,635. Jackie Rhodes, number 23. Way to go. $27,650 in premium. Coming in number 22 is Griffin and Brittany Carr. Great month to you guys. $28,349. Number 21, Larry Lucas, $29,331. Great job to you, Larry. Coming in number 20. Here we go. Marcia Sechrist, no stranger to anybody, $29,524. Marcia, excited to see what's happening with your group also. Coming in number 19, Carlos Eduardo Costa, $30,251 in premium, man. Absolutely incredible month to you, Carlos. Coming in number 18, Nicole Hansen, man, absolutely crushing it with virtual, $30,749 in premium. Nicole, congratulations to you on a strong month. Coming in number 17, we have Matt Wilson with $30,933 in premium. Matt, congratulations to you and your continued leadership here at Equus. Number 16, Matt Gibbons with $32,355 in premium. Matt, exciting also to see your team growing so quickly as well. Coming in number 15, here we go. Devette Jones, excellent month, $32,860 in premium. Devette, congratulations to you on a great month. Coming in number 14, Johnny Roberts, $35,455 in premium. Johnny, you got to be proud of that. Absolutely great month to you. Coming in number 13, Mr. Rick Hazuri. Man, Rick, you've been here, I think, since the day we launched the company, buddy. Thank you for all you do. $35,465 in premium. Coming in number 12 for the month, Christian Pounder. Excellent month, Christian. Killed it, man. $35,666 in premium. And wrapping up for number 11 to 25, Mr. Jamie Trent, regional manager with us, out there leading from the front, $37,785 in premium. So Jamie and each of you, congratulations. We appreciate what you do each and every single day. And here is what you have coming your way, a 20-ounce Yeti tumbler with a custom leather holder. So that's our way of saying thank you for what you do, and congratulations on a great month. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to get into the top 10 personal producers in the month of March. And we will start out with number 10, Ashley Haga with $38,007 in premium. Congratulations to you, Ashley. Taking the number 9 spot is Noel Hughes, $39,446 in premium. Noel, thank you for your leadership and all you do for this daily coaching call as well. Coming in number 8 for the month, Lindsay Waltower with $45,398. Barry, I never thought we'd read numbers off this big. Congratulations, Lindsay, on a great month. Coming in number 7, Matt Dovner with $45,506 in paid premium for the month. Matt, congratulations to you. Coming in number 6, Chuck Knox. Chuck, what a month, man. Look at that. $46,390 in premium. Chuck, congratulations. Appreciate your leadership. Taking the number 5 spot, Mr. Nick Burns, no stranger to Equus at all. Nick, look at that. $47,666 in paid premium for the month. Congratulations, Nick. Taking the number 4 spot, Chris Toffee with $55,891 in premium for the month of March. Chris, way to go, man. Taking the number 3 spot, Deanna Cooper. Miss Consistency, always out there crushing it every month. $56,812 in premium. Congratulations, Deanna, on an absolutely incredible month. Taking the number 2 spot, Tanya Hughes, $59,315 in paid premium for the month. Tanya, appreciate your consistency and what you do each and every day. And taking the number one spot, big drum roll, here we go. Number one at Equus, Mr. Brandon Hall, $120,151. I'm going to say it one more time, $120,151 in premium for the month. Brandon Hall, congratulations to you on another very, very strong month. And here's what y'all have coming your way: a 3-piece barbecue set, wooden pine box. Check that out, man. That's our way of, again, saying thank you for what y'all do each and every single day. Okay, next, we are going to move on to our top 10 sales managers. And I'll tell you one thing, we got some sales managers really starting to heat it up. I could see a lot of you headed to regional manager very, very quickly. But taking the number 10 spot is Joe Skelly with $29,867. Joe, congratulations on a great month. Taking the number 9 spot will be Nicholas Weiner, $30,461 in team premium. Nicholas, congratulations to you and your team. Number 8 for the month, Flor Garcia with $30,572 in team premium. Flor, congratulations. Look forward to continuing to watch your business grow. Taking the number 7 spot, Mr. John Fitzgerald with $31,958 in team premium. Congratulations to you, John. Number 6 spot, Devette Jones. Devette, way to go. $33,981 in premium for you and your team. And taking the number 5 spot is Mr. David Crocker and his team with $35,782. Number 4, Aisha McBurrows, her team with $37,277 in premium. And here we go, top 3 sales managers. Coming in number 3, Mr. Charlie Robinson. Way to go, Charlie, to you and your team. $39,404 in premium for the months. Congratulations to you. And number 2, Mr. Matt Maddox. Way to go, buddy. $42,047 in team premium. And the number 1 sales manager, she is on fire right now, is Marcia Seacrest. $70,753 in paid premium, Marcia, for you and your team. A big congratulations to your group and to each of you. And here's what you have coming your way from Equus Financial: a customized nameplate for your desk. Check that out, guys. And again, that's just our way of expressing how much we appreciate what you do every day. So, Mr. Barry Clarkson, I will toss it back to you to recognize our district and our regional managers.
Okay, Rob Jones, thank you. And I totally agree with your statement. Never did we ever even dream to see the production from our writers coming as it is right now. How exciting. Okay, let's look at our top 10 district managers. Number 10. Chris Toffee. Chris, congratulations. $67,165. What an incredible leader. It was great seeing you in March or last week. I said in March. I guess it was in March. Last week in Charlotte, and being able to shake your hand. What a great example. Number 9, Chuck Knox. Mr. Chuck. $67,480. Chuck, love what's going on in your organization. Again, I think of Chuck. I think of someone leading by example. Number 8, Kyle Cater. You know, I love what Kyle is doing. $67,512. Kyle and I go back many, many moons. In another company, and to have him here at Equus Financial, leading from the front, setting the pace. And I want you to keep your eye on this guy. This is next 12 to 18 months going to be some exciting times for the Cater family. Number 7, Stanley Smith out of North Carolina, part of the Cornerstone team. And, you talk about the things you can control. Stanley, great attitude guy. One of those guys that just goes out and does his business every day, doesn't want a lot of fanfare. But I love, Stanley, your daily consistency, and we appreciate your leadership. Love being in business with you. Number 6, Noel Hughes. Noel, $72,907. One of our core value recipients. Loved her transparency on the panel, dove in and is helping lead and coach and teach and mentor many of our virtual agents coming up. Number 5, Jamal Bowman. Jamal, great seeing you, man. Part of Unitrust, another guy that just shows up, gets it done, always has a smile on his face, has been with Equus in Unitrust now for a number of years, and it's great, Jamal. I take a lot of, I'm a big fan, and it's fun to see you moving up the ladder right now, and again, appreciate your leadership and toughness. Number 4, Emmanuel Elison, again, part of the Valdez organization. Man, just being around Emmanuel puts a smile on your face. Great seeing you in Charlotte. You set the pace constantly with your production. Emmanuel has a very target market. And I know this about he and his family. They're givers, and they serve their market in a big time way. And just a bright human being. Emmanuel, love you, dude. I really mean that. Number 3, Griffin and Brittany Carr, $77,556. Part of the Theodore organization, have been able to spend a little time with Griffin and Brittany at a couple of Nick and Cindy's boot camps. And these are 2 stars in the making. Love their commitment. Where, the prospects or outlook for them over the next few years, they're going to be some big time winners and leaders here at our company. Number 2, Rick Azuri, $88,477. Rob, you already mentioned it. I look at Rick. I think, I put him in that founder category. When we needed production, when we were actually desperate for production, Rick Azuri was one of those guys that you could count on each and every day. And he just went out and paved the way, set the example early on, and 6 years later is still getting after it. Rick, appreciate you. Number one, Deb Johnson and Fred, $92,883 from Texas, part of the Rogers organization. And love what you guys are doing. Love your fight. Love your love for the business and the people that you serve, Deb and Fred. Congratulations for taking the #1 spot in the biggest month we've ever had. And look at what is on your way. Rob, I think they would look good on us, right? Eddie Bauer, full zip micro fleece jacket. So each of you will be receiving that here very, very shortly. Congratulations. Okay, now I am going to recognize our top 10 regional manager base shops. Guys, I can't talk enough about the regional manager position. To me, it is the first really, all promotions are critical, right? In fact, I talk a lot about maybe the most important is their sales manager promotion.
Hey, Rob, you want to come on?
Yes, if we lost Barry, yes.
Can you hear me now, Rob?
we can
Can
hear
you hear me?
perfect now.
Okay, but their regional manager, base shop, you start qualifying for your manager bonus. This is something that I would fight to get to, but let's look at them quickly. Number 10, Matt and Kelsey Weiner, $143,368. Matt and Kelsey, congratulations. Number 9, Claudia Matthew, $144,502 out of South Florida, has taken off like a rocket ship. Congratulations. Number 8, Lori Martin, $151,063. Lori, congratulations. Number 7, Jody Wood, $164,972. Jody, great seeing you in Charlotte last week. Love what you are building. Number 6, Jonathan and Holly Rogers, $174,287. Great job, Jonathan and Holly, out of Austin, Texas. Love what you guys are putting together down there. Number 5, Michael and Tanya Hughes, $176,128. Just redid their office, really are positioning themselves. Tanya, always one of our top producers, top leaders, top example setters. Michael and Tanya, appreciate you guys. Number 4, Eric and Kim Valdez, our newest IMG managing partner, $252,840 in the base shop RM. Eric and Kim, great job. Number 3, Robert Baljic, was on the phone yesterday with Robert. Love Robert's tenacity. Other words, known as the zookeeper around these parts and throughout Equus Nation, $255,459. Keep your eye on this gentleman and the remainder of 2022. Number 2, Ollie Collins, $263,874. Ollie, congratulations. Great work. Love what you're building. It's exciting to see the consistency now with inside of the Collins organization. It's great. And number one, Pete Beckman could be a tough team to knock off of that number 1 spot in the base shop. Love what Pete and Brandon are building together. Had the honor, the privilege of being last Thursday night in their or 2 Thursdays ago. Time is flying, right? But had a great time celebrating with them at Unitrust on their 2021 recognition. $386,542. Pete, congratulations on taking the number 1 spot again. And here is what is coming your way. A New Englander win and waterproof zip jacket. First time I've seen that. I love that. Look, it looks fabulous. Mr. Rob Jones, why don't you close us out and take us home? I know we've got a few wild cards, and I'll let you close us out today.
All right, man. Well, here we go. We have the top 2 new unique riders. Man, I can't even imagine how exciting it is to be brand new and just getting started with us, plugging into this call each and every single day. And we want to recognize the top 2 new unique riders with the highest paid premium in the month of March. So first off, we will have number 2, Brody Jameson. Congratulations, Brody. You should be proud of that. $8,147 in annual premium your first month in. And I don't know, Brody, if you've been here a week or 10 days or the whole month, but either way, your first month in the business to be at $8,147 is very strong, my friend. Congratulations. And number 1 is Alyssa Bosford. Congratulations, Alyssa. Again, you should be proud of that. First month in the business, $8,260 in premium. Brody and Alyssa, exciting to see what's going to happen with you. And here's what you have coming your way is the Deep Etch double old-fashioned glasses. Take a look at those, Scott Rumbo. Set of 2. That is awesome. Those are headed your way, and that's, again, our way of saying thank you for all that you do each and every single day. And last but not least, you know, one of the things we've always said at Equus is our report card is the success of the men and women here. Barry talked about how we've got 5 managing partners now. I don't think there's anything more exciting happening than seeing new sales managers and new district manager promotions. So I'd like to recognize number 2. We actually have a tie for number 2. Or actually, we'll say number 3. It's actually a tie, but Jonathan and Holly Rogers, 2 sales manager promotions in the month of March. What incredible leadership to both of you. And congratulations on going out and paving the way for your folks to be able to hit that milestone. Next, we have Robert Baljic. Congratulations. Look at that. You saw his number last month in March, killing it. Also promoted 1 sales manager and 1 district manager. Robert, your leadership doesn't go unnoticed, and certainly you can see the fruit that's being produced from that. So congratulations. And here we go. Number 1, also the number 1 base shop is Mr. Pete Beckman, 2 sales manager promotions and 1 district manager promotion as well. So Pete, congratulations to you and Brandon. Always appreciate your leadership and all that you do to serve Equus. And Scott Rumbo, again, I want to say thank you to the entire virtual team. Thank you to each of you. If your name was read today, know how much we appreciate what you do each and every single day. You make Equus what it is. So let's go out there. Let's make April a record month. Let's make March look small. Let's get out there and make it happen. And excited to do this again next month with everyone. So guys, have a great week. And appreciate you having us on.